You have an idea at 2 a.m. It's not a good idea, but in the dark, with no one to tell you it's stupid, it feels like destiny. You open a code editor. You register a domain. You tell yourself you'll just work on it for a week. That was 3 years ago. This is your life as every level of startup founder. It's just you, a laptop, an energy drink, and an idea that wakes you up at 4 a.m. You're building something in your bedroom. The code is messy. The UI is worse, but it works. You tell your friends about it. They smile and change the subject. You launch on Product Hunt. 12 upvotes. 3 of them are from your mum. You don't care. It's your baby. You check analytics every 15 minutes. 0 users. Then 1. Someone signed up. You don't know them. You don't care. You have a user. You work until 2 a.m., sleep until 8, and do it again. The loneliness hits sometimes, but the vision keeps you going. You can't do it alone anymore. You need a co-founder. You meet at a coffee shop. They believe in the idea. You split equity 50-50 because you have no idea what you're doing. Now there's 2 of you in a WeWork. The energy is different. You argue about tech stack. You argue about pricing. But when the code finally compiles and the feature ships, there's someone to high-five. You raise a small pre-seed round. $50K from an angel who believes in the team. That's $50K more than you had. You quit your job. The safety net is gone. Your parents think you're having a breakdown. You might be. But you've never felt more alive. You've raised a seed round. 500Ks. It feels like a fortune until you run the numbers. 6 months of runway. You hire your first real employees, engineers who are better than you. It's humbling watching them rewrite your code. You have a dashboard now, MRR, churn rate, CAC, LTV. You learn what these acronyms mean through sheer terror. You have your first board meeting. You prepare slides. You sweat through your shirt. The investors ask hard questions. You don't have good answers, but you survive. You ship a feature that actually gets written about on TechCrunch. The traffic breaks your servers. You're scrambling at 3 a.m. to fix it. You've never been happier. You're running a real company now. $5 in the bank, 30 employees, a real office with a real coffee machine. You don't write code anymore. You write emails. You have a chief of staff. You have an assistant. You have imposter syndrome magnified by 10. You're responsible for payroll. 30 families depend on you. You pitch to VCs in sandals and a hoodie because that's what founders wear. The term sheet comes in. You negotiate. You win some terms. You lose others. The wire hits the bank account. You stare at the number. 7 figures. It's not your money. It's trust. Convertible into pressure. Series B. You have a CFO now. You have a VP of sales. You have a VP of engineering. You have 3 VPs you don't remember hiring. The company is 150 people. You don't know everyone's name anymore. You walk through the office and see entire teams working on things you didn't approve. The product has drifted from your original vision. Some of the changes are good. Some terrify you. Revenue is growing 20% month over month. Churn is under 2%. The metrics look great, but every week there's a new crisis, a security breach, a key employee leaving, a competitor launching. You've learned to sleep in 4-hour increments. Series C. The company is worth over $1 billion on paper. That paper means nothing. You can't spend it. But the banks will lend against it. You have a private jet you never use. You have an office in 3 cities. You have shareholders who expect quarterly returns. You spend most of your time in meetings with lawyers and bankers. The product you built in your bedroom is now used by millions. Someone writes a Wikipedia article about the company. They get the founding story slightly wrong. You don't correct them. The story is bigger than you now. You're not the visionary founder anymore. You're the CEO of a machine that needs to keep running. The offers start coming. Acquisition, IPO, merger. Each one is a different flavor of life-changing money. You take meetings in glass conference rooms with bankers who use words like liquidity event and shareholder value. Your co-founder wants to sell. The investors want to sell. The board wants to sell. You're not sure. This is your baby. But the baby has grown up. It has its own managers. It doesn't need you the way it used to. You sign the papers. The wire hits. You're a millionaire on paper. You're free. But the next morning, you wake up at 6 a.m. anyway. You open your laptop. There's no code to fix. No dashboard to check. No team to lead. Just silence. And a cursor blinking on an empty text editor. You last about 6 months in retirement. You travel. You buy things. You sit on a beach. It's boring. You start getting the itch again. A new idea. A different one. You open a code editor at 2 a.m. You register a domain. You tell yourself you'll just work on it for a week. Your spouse sighs. Your friends roll their eyes. The investors from your last company ask for a meeting. You tell them it's too early. It's not. You just want to build something again. By yourself. In the dark. With no one to tell you it's stupid. The cursor blinks, and you start typing. The startup journey isn't about the exit. It's not about the valuation. It's about the willingness to look stupid, to fail in public, to bet everything on an idea that probably won't work. The levels don't end at acquisition. They end when you stop building. And real founders never stop building. So open the editor, write the first line, and see where it takes you.